Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Samora, and this is Scent Talk from my closet, the fragrance closet. And on this channel, we go over all things fragrance. If it is your first time watching, I do like to focus on one perfume house or topic at a time. And this week, we have been focusing on the note of vanilla and also the Dupe brand. So kind of double feature here. That from this brand, they have so many options for vanilla and gourmands and hybrids of the niche variety. They have, designers, and then also fragrances from Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works, like things that are affordable but may suffer in performance or enjoyability. The Dupe brand also has some original fragrances as well. So we've just been going through these. I hope you guys are having as good a time as me. And behind me, let me explain, the fragrances are missing right here. I normally point to the fragrances and all that, but we are having a bit of construction right behind that wall. So I came home one day when they started the construction, came home and I found some boxes on the floor. So I said, no, wait, I need to move those. So, the vanillas and the wonderful fragrances that you're normally used to seeing up here, they're gone. They're safe. They're in a safe place though. So they'll be back once the construction is done. We are officially, we had grown out of our home. Teenagers, kids, what they do is they grow. When they're itty bitty, you can put them in bunk beds and stick them in one room, and then they grow and they just outgrow the home. That's what's going on. So anyways, we have a great topic lined up for today, a great fragrance. We're going to compare the Dupe brand's A Gourmand Escape. We're going to put that right up against the original fragrance it's inspired by, Maison Mataha Escapade Gourmande, one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. Vanilla, gourmand, creme brulee, all of that. And it's a fragrance that just has a hold on me, and I want to experience it, from different brands. I want to have, at all the different colors of Escapade Gourmande. I don't mind going ahead and owning them. So for today, we have 5 fragrances, fragrance brands that we're going to talk about in addition to the Dupe brand. So we'll go over the review first, and then I'll get to the other body care and fragrances that are inspired by this gem of a fragrance. If this is something that you're interested in, go ahead and continue watching. Consider hitting that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified to new videos. It is so weird to see nothing behind me. I just keep looking like, where are the fragrances? Okay, so let's start off here. What do we have in the Dupe brand's A Gourmand Escape? We have a fragrance that is actually extremely enjoyable. I did wear this alone, and then I did wear it side by side to the Escapade Gourmande. Now, if you're not familiar with Maison Mataha, they actually only have one fragrance so far in their catalog. And I mean, I was like, are they going to be one-hit wonders? Please do not. Please give us something more delicious. Because this was just a hit. They hit a home run. They hit it out of the park with this fragrance. This is a gorgeous, just deep creme brulee, just toffee-like. Oh, I'm spitting all over the place because it's so yummy. Oh, okay. So the Dupe brand has come really, really close here, but just like a lot of the other fragrances that are inspired by this beauty, it is also a tad bit more powdery and also lighter in the way that it feels. This is a very thick fragrance, and it feels thick. It feels ooey gooey, caramelly. It feels, as if you have a creme brulee and it's just come out, and you put your spoon in there, pick up the spoon, and there's almost like a string of gooey, delicious burnt sugar. Yes, that's what this fragrance to me is. And the dupes, or the fragrances inspired by Escapade Gourmande, to me, in my experience, in my opinion, are missing that aspect. None of them, I say none of them, but one thing has kind of come close to capturing it, and I'll let you guys know when I get there. Also, if you're familiar with the fragrance Amore Caffé by what is it, by Montel, it used to be up there, but now it's put away. So I can't reach it right now, but yes, that fragrance as well comes really close to the feel of that delicious candied, you know, ooey gooey just scent. Okay, so the Dupe brand, again, comes really, really close. It's just got an airier feel in the opening and a more powdery tone, you know, that the original to me does not have. This has a hint of powdery tone, just a hint of it, nothing crazy, but all the other ones that are inspired by do have a heavy, more heavy powdery tone. It's just like something in there. Every single one I've tried, yes, it's just something. So they're all not as thick, including the Dupe brands. So again, the Dupe brand came really, really close to Escapade Gourmande. It's got the dessert feel. It's got the deep, rich vanilla, definitely in that dry down. Once this fragrance dries down, you're going to get some delicious vanilla aroma, but you're also going to get that creme brulee just whisking about you so wonderfully. This does heat up on your skin. It stays pretty close to the skin. It's not a huge projector. Neither was Dupe's. It's just, you know, arm's length projection maybe, but you go in for a warm hug and people are gonna think like, oh, she smells like dessert, like decadent. She smells like decadent dessert. And so that's what I love about this fragrance, is that it is rich and decadent without being just overly here. You know, it's not cloying in the least. It's not cloying at all. Yeah, in the slightest. That's what I was trying to say. So it heats up on the skin. I think the Dupe brand just, it gave it also, it wears all day just fine, and it heats up on the skin as well. It's just missing that ooey gooey factor, you guys. That's my opinion. You know, wearing them side by side, wearing it alone as well, I also got that same feel. Like, where's the ooey gooey? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why the original has that just about it, but it does. It's just so yummy if you've tried the fragrance. I have read here and there, you know, certain threads and whatnot, that the fragrance is, you know, one-dimensional, that it is reminiscent to the sugary Aquilina pink sugar. And, you know, I disagree with all of that. I think that this is a very unique vanilla because of that creme brulee feel. I didn't even go over the notes. The notes in here are sugar cane, vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk. You know, and the musk that is in the way dry down of this fragrance just sticks to that vanilla and heats up right along with the benzoin. This one doesn't have an airy musky tone. I don't get an airiness about this fragrance. I get a deep, you know, rich, comforting, you know, delicious, it makes you crave dessert type scent. So that is what I get from Escapade Gourmande, you guys. And they did great here. The Dupe brand did with their A Gourmand Escape. I didn't find anything off-putting about the fragrance. Yeah, it's just missing that tiny little wonderful quality that not only Escapade Gourmande does have, but I have also found that in Amore Caffé. By, is it Montel or Mancera? Mancera, not Montel. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, that was the side-by-side. You know, pretty similar performance. I didn't get anything a lot stronger or lasting any longer than the original does. All day long, enjoyment, no problem. It layers absolutely beautifully with so many different things. You know, so I will link in the description my layering video, because I won't get into that today. But I will get into these other 5 fragrances that smell in this vicinity. And one more thing about Maison Mataha, they are coming out with a fragrance very soon. They're being really secretive about it. I mean, top secret. I haven't seen any spoilers from the brand. People keep asking them, are you ever going to create anything else? And then they answer in a couple of weeks. And they're like, can you release notes? Like somebody on Instagram, you know, asking the brand, Maison Mataha, and they won't say. So I'm really excited. I'm almost like, give me two. Sign me up for two. All right. Speaking of two, you guys, I absolutely adore this fragrance. I love it. I love it so much that, and with the size of the collection that you cannot see, the full collection right now, but with the size of it, you guys, what am I doing with a backup bottle? You know, I don't know. Well, actually I do. I cannot imagine a world without Escapade Gourmande. So here it is. I do have a backup bottle of Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmande, made in France, and it is just glorious. Okay, let's talk about the dupes, you guys. I do have a couple of different brands here. Let's start with the newest one that I just brought in to the collection. I just can't keep my grubby little hands off of this, you know, inspired by Escapade Gourmande. This is called Marshmallow Magic, and it is by Sugarworks. It is part of their new Gourmand by Sugarworks Dupe Magic Collection. Does it say Dupe Magic there? Yeah, there we go. Dupe Magic Collection, really beautiful, kind of nostalgic type little labels there. This is Escapade Gourmande with added marshmallow, and I will be very honest, the marshmallow hasn't come through yet for me. So for me, I just get an Escapade Gourmande like smell. I do. I ordered the extract de parfum. This is a 30 ml right here, and then I also ordered the oil because I love their oils. Oh, I've just been absolutely loving putting on body oils, you know, right after the shower. I'll do it in the morning too if I really, you know, love a scent and want to retouch in the morning, but for the most part I do it at night with my body beauty canvas body glaze. Yes. Oh gosh, amazing. So this right here, it comes really close. Again, it is missing the bit of that ooey gooey feel. Surprisingly, it does have a tiny bit more of that powdery hint that I was speaking of that the dupes have. So to me, in my personal opinion, everything I'm going to talk about right now smells really, really similar to each other. Just variances here and there between them. And, you know, we're talking about strength and just a tiny bit less powdery. And, oh, this one has more vanillic scent or more of that sugar type scent, you know. And then the Escapade Gourmande in a league of its own. Completely in a league of its own. It gets the gold medal. It wins the race, decathlon, whatever you want to, you know, say, whatever competition that it is in, it is the winner, okay? I have not met a dupe one-to-one to this, and I don't believe I ever will. But just even saying that, I love the fragrances that are inspired by it because they smell so good. They come very close, and they give me the same kind of, you know, ooh, just delicious, I'm craving things, satisfaction, that I don't mind this scent, okay? I love it. So that is Sugarworks, by the way. I have not tried the Marshmallow Magic Escapade Gourmande by itself yet, alone to see, or side by side. I haven't done a comparison yet, so I won't be able to tell you as far as the performance is concerned. You know, just won't be able to tell you. Now, one that I did wear recently, let's talk about this one. Sugar Me Sweet has one called Sweet Escape, inspired by Escapade Gourmande. I do have the body oil that I like to put just at my pulse points, or I'll rub it in the palm of my hand and I'll put some unscented lotion and just get that all over. This is extremely potent. I mean, if you want some Escapade Gourmande smell on you, you're going to get it with this. It is very strong, very potent. I mean, yeah, that's just gonna, I wanted this oil so that I could wear it underneath all of the other, the sprays. I really wanted it. Oh, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It goes very, very well. And again, it smells like Escapade Gourmande, but it's not one-to-one. It's missing something. Yeah, but it smells very similar. Love the oil to put on my post points, like I'm saying. And then here I have the spray by Sugar Me Sweet. So Sugar Me Sweet has Sweet Escape, and it is very close to Escapade Gourmande, but again, it has an airier quality about it. And I do have a review, and I'll link it in the description for you guys on this, how it wore and all that. Yeah, it's nice and strong. It clings to the clothes and to yourself. I mean, it's an all-day laster as well. No problem. Speaking of all-day lasters, now, this was, I want to say, my very first inspired by Escapade Gourmande scent, and this is by Genre Perfumes, and we are talking about Mello Vanillo. Oh, people went wild for this one. I have it in all the sizes. They used to do their 50 ml bottles like this. They're doing them different now, a little bit square. But yeah, I have the 50 ml, 30 ml, 10 ml travel. Look at this. And I don't know what my deal is having to use all of them. Like, pick a bottle and use one up. I don't do that. I use them all at once, apparently. Absolutely love this, you guys. This one right here has that yummy, delicious, airy quality about it. And then it also has something else to it. Oh, yes. It's really strong coming out there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Again, it smells just like the Inspired by fragrances. And it has, to me, just a strong base. Like, really strong. It warms up. And to me, it smells more airy, cakey, you know, just airy and cakey, which the original, again, smells ooey gooey. This does not. This has a lighter, airier feel to it. But it, again, smells really, really, really close to what is inspired by, you guys. Mello Vanillo is legit. I love it. Every now and then, Genre Perfumes just throws out, Devin, I was going to say, the owner, on the website for Genre Perfumes, they do have some products, like their astringents that I fell in love with for the hair, beard, all of that. They have those for sale on there, and every now and then, you know, they'll bring out some lotions and body washes and all that. They'll let you know in the Facebook group, and one time they let us know Mello Vanillo body lotion was available. So not available all the time. I think he did mention it was going to make a comeback. So if you're interested, you know, this is a beautiful, just really light, what is the word? Lotion. But man, it's good quality, you know. It's not like body butter type. And it's really good. It's lightly fragranced. I mean, it's fragranced just enough. Okay. Love that. Okay. Mello Vanillo by Genre Perfumes. We've done Sweet Escape by Sugar Me Sweet. We've done the Marshmallow Magic by Sugar Works. Now let's do two more we have. This one is called Gourmande by Dirty Soul Soap Company. Whew. You see the love for Gourmand Escape. I mean, did I just say Gourmand Escape? Gourmande. Yeah, no, Escapade Gourmande. Everything has a different name, but in the same vicinity. Escapade Gourmande. The love is real. The love is real, and I have to try. I just have to try. So yeah, Dirty Soul Soap Company is leaking. It's not. I don't know what that is. It's like an oil. I got oil on it. This is called Gourmande, and it has fragrance notes of tonka, powdery florals, creamy vanilla. That's my stomach, if you can hear. This fragrance makes me hungry for dessert. It's like, feed me the creme brulee. All right. We have powdery florals, creamy vanilla, maple, and sweet musk. Those notes are not the notes that are in Escapade Gourmande. They're just not. This, you know, the Escapade Gourmande has sugarcane, it has vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk. So this does go a different direction with the notes, but I thought, oh, even though it goes different direction with the notes, it'll be close to the original just like the others were. And then it wasn't. This to me is a different take. It could be a flanker. This one, you can detect those powdery florals. They're in here. You get the tone. It's an undertone that none of the other inspired by Escapade Gourmande fragrances have. So and it's very powdery. I mean, the most powdery out of all of them. Like, you can actually detect that powder. So yeah, different tone, definitely not one-to-one. If you're looking for something that is one-to-one, do not go with Gourmande by Dirty Soul Soap Company and expect that, you know, very close to even the other dupes. This is different. Good though. I'm not saying it's not good. I enjoy it. I like this one. I got the perfume mist, but I even have the shower scrub. But yeah, no, it's not. What is though from Dirty Soul Soap Company? And I didn't order a full bottle because I'm like, come on, get real. You don't need anything else. Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee by Dirty Soul Soap Company. I did get a sample of this. Now this right here smells exactly like the Sweet Escape from Sugar Me Sweet. That is what I'm getting from the Dirty Soul Soap Company. You know, very similar to the others, but yeah, that's what I get. Creme Brulee. So if you're looking for more in the vicinity of Escapade Gourmande, then I would go with Creme Brulee by Dirty Soul Soap Company. Yeah, I would not go with the Gourmande. If you want a different take on it, this one. If you want more one-to-one, this one. Yeah, Creme Brulee. I was so surprised. I was half expecting not to enjoy this Creme Brulee because and that's a tough one for me. You know, sometimes things like Creme Brulee lean syrup or pancake on me. So it just depends, you know, on the house's accords and all that. Last, you guys, but not least, I do have here Orena. Orena did good. Orena did great with their scented body oil. Yes, they did. So I imagine that the perfume oil, the perfume oil mist, which is far more expensive than the body oil. So that's why I went with this one. I was like, well, I don't need another dupe, but I would love me some more body care. This I have mixed with my lotion, my Mello Vanillo lotion. No problems. Smells amazing. This one, I said I was going to mention one that does have a bit of the ooey gooey feel, the scent of that ooey gooiness, and this is the one. Oh, I don't want to put too much. This one is a little heavier oil consistency than others that I've been trying lately. Oh yeah, it does. So this one comes very close, and it is called Orena. I did wait. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's there. The ooey gooey feel, that delicious little tone is in Orena's Gourmand Heaven scented body oil. It's undeniably there. It is just undeniably there. None of the other fragrance, you know, inspired by come as close to that as this. So, I mean, even though it's a little more pricey, maybe if you are looking for that ooey gooiness, I mean, you're going to find it here. You're just going to find it here. It's undeniable. It's unmistakable. This is a vegan, organic, and paraben-free oil. It has prunus. Sweet almond oil. It has a whole bunch of goodies. Vitamin E, jojoba seed oil, which is really good for your skin. I have used quite a bit of this, surprisingly. It's because I do really enjoy this one as well. I enjoy everything Escapade Gourmande and the layering possibilities, the combos that I have dreamt up and worn. It's just so memorable, you guys. I'll leave you guys with a little bit of a a little experience I had that actually did not ruin, you know, the experience and the fragrance for me, surprisingly. I have two fragrances that have really been there for me. You know, my mother is my rock. I mean, I'm an only child. She's up in age, you know, turning 83 this year. And she got diagnosed with seizures really late in life, like really late, like in her 80s. You know, about 5 years ago or so. So we had been struggling with that. One morning, she just, I mean, the loudest crash I've ever heard, you know, bone to floor in my life. I mean, it woke me straight up from my sleep. You know, it was just, and then I got to witness the seizure, called 911, you know, called it in, explained to them exactly all that was happening. And I remember, I mean, I left in my jammies, you know, in the ambulance and all that with my mother, but I remember I was wear testing Escapade Gourmande, and I had a choice at the time, like, do I just leave with no fragrance? You know, the craziest things, you know, that I'm thinking about. But the last time I had been in the hospital with my mother, we stayed there for 5 days, and I was wearing Bianco Latte, and it just became so comforting, and it stuck with me for 3 days straight before I came home to shower. And, you know, in this particular instance, it was so unbelievably scary, not knowing, like, did she break something, you know, her occipital bone here, something, like her head, like, is she gonna be okay? I was so worried, so scared. I was wear testing this fragrance. I had a little 2 ml glass container thing, and I decided just to grab it and bring it with me, you know, if in case I was wanting to add some for comfort. And sure enough, that is what I did. I sprayed it right here at my heart, on the way over there, actually, because since I had already been getting familiarized with it and all that, I knew that it wasn't going to be a disruptor, a loud projector, you know, bothering all these people up in the ER. And you know, I sat there not knowing what was going on, and just doing this and smelling it, and just being oh so comforted. And that is what I love about fragrances, is that in your time of need, like when you least expect it, they're there for you. Of course your family's there for you and all that, but you know, the memory that I have of Escapade Gourmande is resilience. You know, we powered through it. She got through it. Everything was fine. I don't believe I've ever told a story on the channel. I don't think so. Because, you know, I didn't want to just, I guess, acknowledge that it is tied to a traumatic event, but it is, and it's okay. It's glorious. It was a wonderful, comforting fragrance. I loved it. You know, I wore it. I remember the people that I hugged, you know, family did start trickling into the hospital, and the people that I hugged, just, I could feel them also being comforted by the scent. So yeah, really, really nice. Fragrances really do give us so much more than just, you know, fragrant water in a bottle. Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, I don't know why I decided to share story time there, but it just came to me and I wanted to share with you guys. I do love to be real here on the channel, talk to you about real life experiences, you know, on fragrances and how everything is going. That happened a year and a half ago, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember exactly when, but yeah, it's been a while ago. So everything fine right now, everything fine, other than her practically breaking her foot. It turned out to be not broken, but yeah, she was still very injured. Mothers, we have to take care of them. All right, you guys, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the different, you know, comparisons here. If you have any questions about any of the brands, I'll try to link everything in the description for you. And then, of course, you know, other reviews that are that include Escapade Gourmande. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day, your night, or your evening, and you stay safe.